Are you having fun in your business? I mean, it should be fun, right? Well, sometimes the fun gets overlooked when you're dealing with the have-tos, the complexities of being your own boss and actually running the show. It's my goal that this, the Fun Business, Fun Money podcast, can help reignite your spark of fun by providing tips, tools, insights, and inspiration so you can enjoy running your business in the simplest, easiest, most fun way possible. I'll be sharing practical tips and ideas that you can implement immediately, along with business and money mindset insights to keep you moving forward no matter what's going on around you. I'm your host, Deirdre Amies, the Fun Business and Money Coach and founder of Powered by Personality. Let's play. Hey there, and welcome to this week's quick tip episode of the Fun Business, Fun Money podcast. There's one of these each week, although whether it's actually a quick tip or not is always debatable. I call it quick because it's usually something you can take and implement immediately, or write it on a post-it note as a reminder of something. And that's in contrast to the weekly coaching episodes, which generally run a little bit longer, and they take a deeper look at a specific area of your business. Today's quick tip is honestly one of the best for an entrepreneur's mindset. You'll hear endless advice about mindset all over the internet. This one simple thing has been so incredibly useful to me since I heard it a few years back. And that is to stay in the room. I know, it might sound a bit weird or random, but it's something that I've really embraced, and I've found it to be an incredible reminder that everything will work out if you just stay in the room. Basically, don't give up and don't quit when things feel hard or when everyone else seems to be achieving their goals and you're not. I think I first heard this term stay in the room in some form or another from the very lovely Helen Tudor, who was a LinkedIn and digital marketing expert, and then also from money mindset mentor Denise Duffield-Thomas. In a nutshell, it's about being consistent with your learning and with your mindset. When you commit to staying in the room, it means you're there for the highs and the lows. And like I said, don't quit on yourself if it feels hard. Because we all go through cycles with our energy and our mindset. Nobody is completely positive and full of energy all the time. Anyone who tries to convey that they are feeding you some serious, fluffy bullshit. I'm a positive, optimistic person by nature, but I still have the same lows and highs as everyone else. So what does staying in the room actually look like? Well, it means surrounding yourself with others who are doing what you're doing, whether they're further along or they're far behind you on the path. It means asking for help or advice when those negative Nancy thoughts creep in and try to take you out. You could send a DM to a friend, have a quick chat with someone that you trust, and share your thoughts instead of just sitting with them by yourself. Get someone to help you with accountability. And I don't mean in a drill sergeant kind of way, because that's just horrible. No. I mean in a loving, kind of way. Like, hey, how are you going with that thing? Have you got anything that you're stuck on right now? That kind of thing. It means listening to the podcasts or trainings that feel right for you, that don't make you feel like you're doing it wrong, or that you're a failure for not doing all the things all at once. I don't follow most of the big name influencers that everyone recommends, simply because they're so far ahead of me in business. I want to know the nitty-gritty in the moment, or I just got through this phase kind of stuff. Those couple of steps ahead instead of all the way up at 30,000 feet in a private jet. That is what feels right for me, and that's how I stay in the room when it comes to business insights and ideas. It also means recognizing when you're in a learning phase or a growth phase or a stabilize phase. Learning phases are where your brain feels like a sponge. You're soaking up all the info and seeing how you can put it into action. Growth phases, they're super fun and exciting because they're full of action. You might be launching something or preparing to launch, implementing those things that you've pulled together previously in your learning phase. And stabilizing phases are where you're settling into a new normal. Maybe you've just brought on a whole bunch of new clients and you're working through your program with them. Or you've brought on a new team member and you're training them to do certain things. So recognizing whatever phase you're in absolutely helps you stay in the room. If I'm in a growth phase, I've got no time for learning. My brain is already full. The plan is mapped out and I'm all about action and implementation. That is the room to be in. But if it's a learning phase, you might want to pull back from posting on social media a bit and spend more time reading, working through courses, implementing self-care strategies so that you don't burn yourself out like you might have done in your last growth phase. You could learn a little something every single week via your email inbox when you get yourself onto my Fun Day email list. It's nice to read stuff rather than having to wade through endless videos and scrolling through social media posts. So head on over to deirdreamies.com/join-the-fun. Just pop in your details and voila, you're on the fun list. You'll find the link to that in the description and in the show notes. Or you can grab one of my most excellent freebies, which will also pop you onto that Fun Day email list. You'll find the links to my Sacred Money Archetypes quiz and my Start, Stop, Continue guide in the description of this episode and in the show notes. Whatever the phase is, just be consistent with that. Let it run as long as it needs to, and don't get distracted by what everyone else is doing. Ignore their posts about their launch numbers, their celebrations, or whatever it is. Put those blinders on like a racehorse and focus on what you are doing right now. Don't let the lows take you out. And don't let the highs burn you out either. Just stay in the room, whatever room it is, and find a comfortable balance between learning and growth and stabilizing your business and your life. You'll do just fine. So that's what I got for you today. Stay in the room, have fun doing your thing, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for joining me. If you found this episode useful, make sure you hit that follow button on your chosen podcast platform so you get the notifications when each new episode goes live and you don't miss anything. If you know someone who would also get something from it, don't be shy, share it with them. One of the best things about being a business coach for online entrepreneurs is helping them make sense of their creative ideas and turn them into a simple, clear business system that actually makes money. A client recently described me as a castle building expert. You've got the big vision and some of the building materials already, but you don't quite know how to bring it all together into a solid foundation. Then I come along and I show you the blueprint that makes sense of it all. I love that analogy. And I'd love to show you your personalized blueprint, the one that's just right for you and your clients. But I can't do that until you join Ignite, my business and money coaching program. So head on over to deirdreamies.com/ignite for all the details. Fill out the application form and let's talk about building your castle in the simplest, easiest way possible.